So I think we should start, because you're sort of the legacy guy popping into the Digital Geeks, event. I would love to just start by telling us a little bit about what Envision is and what they do.
Sure. Envision provides software for media sellers, primarily television sellers, to manage their ad sales business. Everything from setting up their rate cards, managing their inventory, the proposal process, everything through order management, liability of audience stewardship, trafficking and billing. Remember, in an upfront buy, you might have thousands of units that need to be maintained over the course of an entire upfront 52 weeks. It's a lot of data to keep track of, and if the data is not in sync with what the buyer's view of it is, the invoices won't get paid. We've gone beyond linear television as well into addressability, so that as addressable television becomes a larger part of a media buy, we don't have silos between the traditional linear buys and the addressable targeted buy.
And how are you guys kind of shepherding this process into linear programmatic? What are you doing there as far as your toolkit goes and what your services you're providing?
Well, a lot of our long tail cable networks are looking for ways to extend their sales force. So if some of their inventory is going to be bought programmatically, it has to be done in an efficient manner that data can be transmitted electronically from the purchase systems such as Adapt directly into the existing workflow systems that ultimately get the commercials on the air.
I mean, what is the readiness like at these guys, right? I mean, because you have some operator clients as well, right? So, I mean, what is the real readiness for this sort of world of automation? Because people are still buying TV commercials through fax, right?
Sure. So, in many ways, it's about what can be done today. So, even if it's just preventing a sales assistant from having to rekey an order, that's a win. We'd like to see it go beyond that to maybe revealing some inventory availability, some packaging rules. As run information is also very important information to get back upstream. Sellers, of course, are concerned about price erosion. I like to joke that when you say programmatic, it's like a Rorschach test for people. So people think it's anything from real-time bidding and prices are gonna go down to zero, or it could really just be about EDI and electronic exchange of information. So I think that, coupled with incorporating new data sources and being able to do business beyond age, gender, I think there is a big appetite for programmatic.
So does that mean the perception on the sort of legacy television side of the business with networks and operators, has it changed? Is it changing in regards to programmatic and it being kind of a threat or a race to the bottom versus an opportunity to actually find efficiencies and economies?
It's tough to generalize. I think everyone is approaching it with caution. I think we'll see some split between the content owners and the distributors. The content owners obviously have much more of a vested interest in showing how important the content is as opposed to just the audience. Also, the content owners aren't necessarily as close to the data since it's the distributors that have the set-top box data and the relationship. So companies like Rentrack are making their data available to the programmers. So we're working to include that data so it can sit side by side with the age gender demos. So I think it's going to be it's going to have to be done in a way that the programmers are comfortable. They don't want to lose. They don't want to lose the pricing control. They don't want to lose the control of how they package their deals together, particularly the upfront deals. And I think what our software can do is take some of those decision support tools that they use internally to evaluate deals and provide that data in a structured manner so that the rules can be automatically enforced as opposed to having to have a salesperson in the middle.
And how closely attached is sort of the embracing of programmatic to dynamic ad insertion, right? Specifically for operators, if you look at local or spot avails, et cetera, like how does that fall into place?
Well, consumers obviously their viewership patterns are changing. They want to watch their content wherever they are, whether that is on a set-top box. Dynamic ad insertion on VOD is an opportunity for both the operators and the programmers to monetize some of those views, and certainly online video. So we view online video and VOD ad insertion as an extension of a linear buy, and they can be packaged together. We're trying to avoid having siloed workflows for those two different sales models and allow a true multi-platform buy, which may be cross-platform proposal, cross-platform liability management, and at some point a cross-platform invoice.